if I'm dying?
You're not dying.
How do you know?
Babe, people generally don't die from rashes. Even, as you so maturely put it, a rash down there. Discomfort, yes. Burning, sure. Death, not so much.
Yeah, but how do you know? I mean, you're not a doctor.
No, I'm not. That's why we're here in a doctor's office, waiting on the arrival of a real-life medical doctor.
She's the wrong kind of doctor, you know? I mean, the American Medical Association probably has some sort of rule against gynecologists treating men. She probably hasn't even seen the male anatomy in forever.
She went to medical school. A rash is a rash whether it's on a man or a woman. Besides, she wears a wedding ring, so I'm pretty sure she's married. She's seen the male anatomy.
It's awfully biased of you. She could be married to a woman.
God, babe, you don't have insurance right now. Your options are A, see my gynecologist, or B, worry obsessively over the next 3 months until your new insurance kicks in. Which do you prefer?
Fine. It's my brother's fault, though.
Oh, I'm dying to hear this one. Please, enlighten me. How exactly did the guy I'm dating get an STD from his brother?
No, my brother didn't give it to me. That's not what I meant. How do I say this respectfully? He sleeps with a lot of women. Like a lot of women. Like a revolving door of women. Odds are one of them's going to be the human version of the outbreak monkey. And I've used this toilet bowl like 5 times. Wait, 6? No, I didn't sit down that time. I just peed. So 5.
I'm so glad I now know how many times you've pooped at your brother's apartment. And for the umpteenth time, you can't get an STD from a toilet bowl! That's not how it works!
How can you be sure, though?
Because I paid attention in 8th grade health class.
Well, they never taught me that in middle school.
Babe, we went to the same middle school.
Oh. Well, I was a few years ahead of you. Maybe they just didn't teach it right here.
Or maybe you didn't pay attention.
It's possible. Okay, I mean, I've always found diseases scary, even in middle school. So maybe I just blocked it out with some sort of traumatic memory.
Clearly, it was very traumatic.
Either way, they taught you all wrong, okay? Because I looked this stuff up on the internet, and the internet said sometimes people do die from rashes.
Babe.
For example, you know anything about HPV? It's a virus with over 100 different strains. It causes cancer. They can't even test men for it unless there are symptoms, which is a little sexist of modern medicine if you ask me.
Please stop talking.
Then there's AIDS. Don't even get me started on AIDS. Oh, it caused a whole epidemic worldwide. It's a tragedy.
This explains your tablet search history.
I'm serious. Over 100 different strains. I mean, shouldn't you be a little bit more scared? I mean, if I have something, chances are you have too.
Nope. Again, I paid attention in health class. Condoms protect against STDs. In case the internet forgot to tell you that.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. Because condoms don't protect from every STD. And if you don't use them exactly as the manufacturer says to on the box, they're even less effective. And I'm pretty sure we messed up a couple times.
This is going nowhere fast. Try to distract yourself for the next few minutes. The doctor will be in soon. I should warn you, she doesn't have the best bedside manner, but she is insanely smart and she can answer even your neurotic questions.
Fine. But it's not neurotic to care about one's health. We have one body. One. Your responsibility to take care of it.
Hypochondriac!
What?
Nothing.
Dragonfly, wolf den, we have them in sight.
What are you doing?
You said distract myself.
Yeah, I meant like count backwards from 100 in your head, not play with expensive medical equipment like a 12-year-old.
Who counts backwards from 100 in their head, nerd? Besides, it's not medical equipment, they're metal holder things.
They're called stirrups. And the doctor is not going to want to take a look at your rash if you're busy acting like you need a referral for a psychiatric evaluation.
Would that help? Like, can your insurance get me one of those?
The doctor is seeing me as a favor to me on my insurance. You need to be accommodating and act like a sane person. Otherwise, she might choose to report us for fraud.
Oh, great. Now I'm worried about dying and going to jail for insurance fraud.
Just stop playing with things and stop acting like a crazy person.
This is the United States government's fault, if you think about it. I mean, this is what happens when capitalism is applied to people's health care. You inevitably get 3-month gaps in healthcare coverage whenever you switch jobs. England sounds nice. They have universal coverage there. I bet you the men over in London don't have a problem sneaking into a gynecologist's office to get a rash checked. You want to move to England with me?
No! Just stop playing with things and be normal.
I'm trying to be normal. I'm freaking out.
Hello? Well, I'd ask how you two were doing, but I read the intake sheet. Seems like a pretty shitty day for both of you.
Hey, Doc. Yeah, we've been better.
Now, let me get this straight. You've been coming here for your yearly checkups, and everything was fine until this lowlife entered the picture.
Hey,
Sounds about right.
traitor.
And you have a rash on your genitals, but no insurance. Got fired, huh?
No, I did not get fired.
I know, she explained everything on the phone. Sounds like a side effect of rampant capitalism, if you ask me.
Thank you.
Doesn't
That's
bother
what I
me,
said.
though. I make a shit ton of money. I drive a BMW, and it's a ridiculously expensive car. Didn't even make a dent in my salary.
Maybe you should try donating to the less fortunate.
I am. Right now, I'm looking at your ass, aren't I?
That's not exactly what I meant by less fortunate.
Anyway, tell me about this rash. You have some itchy red bumps down there?
Yes.
And when did you first notice it?
This morning.
Does it burn at all?
Unfortunately.
Well, looks like you got a case of herpes. That first outbreak is always a bitch.
Herpes? He actually has herpes?
Is the room spinning? It feels like the room is spinning.
Doctor, how can you even say that without examining him first?
Well, a sleep-deprived medical school dropout could diagnose this accurately. It's not that difficult. Don't worry, I'll take a peek down there to be sure.
The room is definitely spinning. Maybe I'm drunk. I'm not drunk, it's 10 in the morning. Maybe I'm dreaming and none of this is happening.
Oh, don't let the stigma get to you. It's all crap. 70% of the population has it. Some people even contract it as children when Great Aunt Patty douses their cheeks with virus-carrying saliva.
Oh, gross. Oh, now I'm dizzy and nauseous. Oh.
I don't understand. How could this happen?
What do you mean, how could this happen? I told you I had a rash.
Yeah.
I showed it to you and everything.
I assumed you were exaggerating again.
When have I ever exaggerated?
Oh, I don't know. Like that time you found a raise in your bed and you called the landlord to check for bed bugs.
It looked like a dead bug.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
So, this means I have herpes now, too.
If he has it, you have it.
How could you give me herpes?
I gave you. I'm pretty sure you gave it to me.
You're the one with the rash. What makes you think I gave it to you?
Because you're my first.
Oh my God! Are you a virgin?
Well, not anymore.
Aren't you like 30? Wait, you're over 30.
Does it matter?
So you were a virgin. Huh. Guess that explains a few things.
Like what?
Well, I mean, it wasn't very long.
Long? You said size didn't matter.
I meant the length of time, dum-dum.
Size always matters.
I knew it.
Look, I'm not a couples therapist, but I am a gynecologist. To answer your how question, sometimes there's a gap between when a person is exposed and their first outbreak. It's not common, but it happens. It's hard to know how someone contracts it.
Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Well, I suggest you leave. And and throw up out there. I mean, while I examine your boyfriend's genitals. I find that vomit rarely helps these situations.
Yeah, sure. Good luck, babe. And you'll call me when it's time to come back in?
You're gonna leave me alone with her?
You'll be fine. I'll be just outside that door and just think, if you get scared, the doctors probably treated preteen girls who were braver and less squeamish than you.
Oh, that's definitely true. Now, man up and put your legs in the stirrups. I never get to see that. It's so fun. Maybe you should treat more men.
Cold hands!
Alright, you can come in now. Your boyfriend has folliculitis.
Oh God, I've never even heard of that.
Folliculitis. It's an infection or an inflammation of the sac around the hair follicle.
So the hair is infected? How bad is it? Like amputation bad?
Yeah, it's very bad. We're going to have to amputate. I've made an appointment for him at 3:30 with Dr. Guillotine.
What? That's not what you told me!
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. You'd be surprised, well, maybe not all that surprised, how boring it is to look at vaginas all day. Your boyfriend has folliculitis, more commonly known as razor burn.
Oh. Oh, what a relief that is.
You're welcome. Let's call it $50 at the front desk, and might I suggest that you go home and enjoy each other's herpes-free genitals.
Thank you so much, doctor. Oh God, I appreciate it. Thank you.
The liquid.
Razor burn. You have razor burn.
The doctor said it was an easy mistake to make.
You said that to be nice! Her! The woman with barely any bedside manner, any even less emotional awareness, wanted to be nice to you. She didn't do it.
Shut up.
When and why did you decide to shave?
There was this article in GQ that said, women love it when a man shaves down there. My friend said it wasn't a thing, but I decided to do it anyway. Please don't tell them about this.
Alright, I won't tell your friends. But I'm telling your mother.
You haven't even met my mother.
Yeah, well, when I do meet her, the first thing I'm gonna do is tell her about this. And then I'm going to tell your father, your uncles, and your brothers.
I think I'd rather have herpes.
I'm teasing you. You've thoroughly earned it. I plan on teasing you until the end of time.
End of time. Does that mean you still want to date me?
Of course I still want to date you. Why would you ask that?
Oh, I'm a little crazy, in case you haven't noticed. I mean, I worry about everything. My mind is a constant and unrelenting stream of worst-case scenarios.
I've noticed. As it turns out, I like crazy. Especially when crazy is funny. Like the time with the bed bugs, your landlord was angry.
Hey,
Besides, no guy has ever saved his virginity for me, let alone shaved.
that's not even remotely accurate.
Sincerely though, I like you. You're sweet, funny, and attentive. I want to keep dating you, in spite of your hypochondriacal tendencies.
Really?
Yes. And besides, I want to, how did she put it?
Enjoy each other's herpes-free genitals?
Yep. I like being in compliance with my doctor's orders. Now let's get you the hell out of my gynecologist's office.
And may we never come back.
Can't stay.
Yep.
Hey, I was watching that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asleep.
I was. Then you woke me off when you turned off my show.
Let me fix that for you. What show are you watching?
I don't know. I was asleep. Did you hear what I said? Or are you one of those special people that rides the little bus?
Excuse me?
Special people volunteer here. And they all think they're nurses.
I would like to think that all people are special. But to answer your question, I'm a volunteer and have no desire to be a nurse because they're both underpaid and overworked. I own and drive a nice mid-sized hybrid, and I'm a college graduate with my own business.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. It's just that I get grumpy. Lying in this lumpy bed all day in this tiny room, eating lousy hospital food day after day. Oh my God.
Would you like some soda, crackers, maybe some cookies? How about a copy of Money Magazine?
No, thank you. I'm sure my wife is going to bring me something to eat. She knows what I think about the food in here.
I think everyone knows. So your wife is coming to visit you today?
Yes, she comes every day. Brings me flowers.
Look at those poor things. Let me get them some water.
I think they're beyond the point of needing water. They're looking
Dead?
Ooh. It's not good to use the D word in here. It's bad luck.
How about some nice silk flowers? No water required.
No, I don't want to upset my wife.
Let me dispose of these dusty flowers and replace them with something more pleasant.
You're new here, aren't you?
No, I've been volunteering here for years. I usually work in the children's ward, but I'm working here tonight as a favor for a friend. My name's Harriet, but everyone calls me Harry.
Well, my name is Thomas Darden, like it says on the bed. But if you want, you can call me Smiley.
That's funny. You don't look like a Smiley.
And you don't look like a Harry.
Not like I could pick my name.
Sure you could. You're a grown-up. You can call yourself whatever you want. Pick a name. I wouldn't know the difference.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, that wouldn't be very nice.
Oh, I don't know. I'd say some of the nicest things I ever said were probably lies.
Lies are hurtful.
No. Lies are helpful. Especially in a place like this.
What do you mean?
I mean, this place is not exactly full of healthy people, is it? We're not all walking out the front door.
I would never lie to the children. You're terrible.
Just think of all the wonderful things a lie can do. Create a diversion, give you an illusion, give you hope, like your fake flowers there.
Would Would you like some? How about some carnations? How about some nice yellow carnations?
Those are my favorites. How did you know that?
Maybe your wife told me.
I doubt it.
Lucky guess then? How about some ginger ale and some graham crackers? It'll be about an hour before the dinner cart comes around.
You think maybe I can have a cup of ice and a straw?
Certainly. I'll be right back.
You have any Tic Tacs on that cart? Breath is tremendous.
And what do we have there?
Oh, the good book.
That's funny. You don't strike me as a religious man.
Oh, I don't know. I say it provides a calming solace.
Well, here's your ginger ale and your crackers. I hope it doesn't upset anyone.
Like who? That beast of a nurse out there? Or one of my many doctors who only show up when I'm asleep? They poke me and say, "Were you asleep?" I say, "Yes." They say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I say, "Uh-huh." And then they send me a $200 bill for an 8-second conversation.
I'm sure they do more than that. The nurse says, you're regular.
Just a man with a lot of bad luck.
Well, at least you have family.
What family?
Your wife?
Oh yeah, her. I may have exaggerated about that.
So she doesn't come to visit you every day?
I haven't spoken to that bitch in over 20 years. Pardon my
That doesn't sound very French to me.
It's just an expression. Huge. You should consider going into the business.
What business?
The funny business. You'd be a natural. Take it from your old pal. Smiley!
Smiley?
Oh, come on. You've heard of Smiley the Clown, haven't you? I had my own TV show.
I've heard of Bozo.
Oh.
Bozo the Clown.
Oh, don't mention that hack to me. That guy was nothing but a weatherman wearing lipstick introducing cartoons. He couldn't do a decent pratfall if his life depended on it.
What's a pratfall?
It's when you fall down on purpose but you don't get hurt.
You mean like Jim Carrey?
Yeah, I guess. No. All of this stuff was staged. It's just all set up.
That's how movies are made.
No, but a pratfall just happens with no warning, live.
Ooh, sounds dangerous.
Only if you get caught.
What?
All right, you're not a cop, are you? An insurance investigator? Let's just say that I made a very decent living falling down.
But I thought you said a TV show.
Well, that was years ago. Anyway, I got thrown off that because of a little incident.
What kind of an incident?
I beat the living shit out of a guy. A creepy guy my ex-wife had started seeing.
Were you jealous?
Of him? Oh my God, no. He was a creep. He was a kid toucher. I grew up in the circus. I know what a kid toucher looks like, and that guy was a kid toucher. He didn't give a shit about her. He was after my kid. I tried to tell her, but she said, "Oh, no, he's a pillar of the community. The Cub Scout leader and a Sunday school teacher. And you are nothing but a drunk clown."
Did you go to the police?
Hell yeah, they said the same thing. Pillar of the community, blah, 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 and you're just a bad bozo knockoff. And anyway, why does everybody like that asswipe so much? Yeah.
You looked a lot like Clarabelle.
The first one was Bob Keeshan. Later, Captain K. Group.
Followed by Robert Nicholson,
But most famously played by Lou Anderson.
who died May 17th, 2006.
Bozo was played by a lot of guys, but mainly Bob Bell in Chicago.
How bad did you beat him up?
Bozo, I never touched that crappy clown.
No. The guy your ex was seeing.
That guy. Oh my God, I nearly killed him. Like I said, it was after my kid.
Were you too close?
As close as we could be, given the TV show. She'd come have lunch with me, and we would have these big, greasy cheesesteak sandwiches. Oh man, were those things terrific. And they really helped out with the hangovers.
And your kid?
Oh yeah, she liked them too. And the French fries, and all you could drink root beer and the frosted mugs. I don't think I've ever liked root beer that much.
Do you ever think it might have been the company?
Maybe, I don't know. What do I know? I know what I know. I beat him up, I got thrown in jail, and that ruined everything.
How did you get out of jail?
Oh. Turns out Mr. Fabulous wasn't so fabulous. Forgot to pay his bill in his storage locker, and they opened it and found all kinds of nasty pictures and videos of little boys and girls.
So you were right.
Yeah. So they tossed me out and threw him in. But did I get a reward? Fuck no. I lost my TV show, I lost a movie deal, and my ex grabbed my kid and went off to God only knows where.
Did you try to say goodbye?
I would have liked to, but like I said, she took off with no warning.
What was her name?
My ex-wife's name was Gretchen.
And your daughter?
You're probably going to think I'm a total shit, but I honestly don't remember. I was drinking a lot, I was in a lot of fights, and not all the pratfalls were successful.
So you didn't even try to look?
I tried. I joined every circus I could find. I was dealing with PT for a while until I found out about my past, but I couldn't find them. You know how sneaky those damn Germans can be.
So I heard.
And anyway, it's probably just as well that I didn't find them. Gretchen was a horrible wife to me, but she was always a good mother to my kid. She sent me a letter after she left, admitting I was right, and saying thanks to me he had never touched our daughter. And anyway, how do you tell your kid you're just a drunk nobody?
I don't think you should ever lie to a child, no matter how bad. I learned that from the children's ward. Besides, remember, everyone is special.
There's a picture of the three of us.
You look so happy.
That's just the grease paint.
So what are you doing nowadays?
Well, like I said, I was in the slip and fall business. But I had to stop that because my kidneys have failed.
You're really sick. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, have you got a spare kidney on your cart?
You might want to stop refreshing your soul with that flask in your good book if you seriously want to get in on the donors list.
I'm cutting down. And anyway, do you think if I stop, do you think they'll find me a kidney?
Not a chance. But I thought I could go with the nice lies that you seem to enjoy so much.
Well, I'm gonna try anyway. I think I owe it to my kid.
It's been a long time.
I'm probably a grandfather.
She may be dead. I mean, terminally unavailable.
I thought you were supposed to be the positive one.
Hey, look at the time. I'm off the clock. You need anything before I go?
Yeah. All the time I could have spent with my daughter.
Sorry. All I got is a Esquire magazine.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me. It's been nice talking to someone after all these years.
IBC.
What?
That was the name of the root beer we drank together. IBC, and my mother is fine and still living in Lake Placid, the home of the American Clown Museum. One place she was certain you would never show up at in any way, shape, or form.
Your mother was always the smart one.
But I was taught I get my sense of humor from my father.
And why didn't you know what a pratfall is?
I have a season pass to the Clown Museum. Of course I know what a pratfall is.
Well, let's talk.
Harry, short for Harriet. For the love of God, it was your mother's name. You used to call me your little Harry Scary.
Well, have dinner with me.
Not tonight. I promise I'd make an appearance in the cancer ward. I have to change my clothes and put on my makeup. I make it a point to never let down a child.
Do you really have a degree, or is that a lie?
Not a lie. I have a degree. It's just that it's from Clown College. And I have a real estate license, as backup. How about I come back tomorrow? I'll bring hot cheese steaks, french fries, a 6-pack of IBC, and one of those punching bags shaped like bows.
Are you smiling?
I think I am. From the inside out.
It runs in the family.
Maggie, it's a witch ghost. See it? Do you see it?
Go to sleep. It's just Grandma.
Did you even come to pray the souls of children? Begone, hag! Hail Mary, full of grace.
Put the cross down. That's Grandma's cross. Say goodnight to Bobby and go to sleep.
It cursed us! The ghost witch cursed us!
She was just saying goodnight. Tell Bobby goodnight. Go to sleep. I know. It seems ridiculous, but Trenton, New Jersey in the early 60s was like the Wild West of the paranormal. At least in our house anyway. Things that would seem weird anywhere else were just kind of normal in our town, and in our house in particular.
Girls, wake up. Girls, Bob should died this morning. Your father got the call when he went to the hospital.
We know. I think she came to say goodbye to us last night. Only she didn't talk.
Yes, she did. She cursed us in one of the dialects of hell.
How many times do we have to go over this, Patty? Bobby was Slovakian. She was speaking Slovak.
Patty, I appreciate your imagination, honey, but let's think of something a little less terrifying to show your father some sympathy.
Bobsha was my dad's mom. We call her Bobby. Sometimes we still see her at the top of the attic steps. It's kind of creepy. I don't go up there after dark. My dad was really close to her. He and my Aunt Bet would go visit her in the hospital every day. They would stay for hours. They spoke to her like she could understand them, but she was like, basically dead. I went once, but I didn't really see the point. I figured she probably wanted Dad and Aunt Bet to herself anyway.
You're so weird. Where do you get this stuff? You know what? I don't want to know. So, are you going to the basketball game on Saturday?
I don't know. It's fascinating. This whole thing makes me wonder about ghosts and what they tell us about the devil. Bobsha wasn't the devil. I mean, she was weird, but she was really nice. Of course, Patty still has those freaky fortune-telling dreams. I wish that would happen to me. Not screaming, but like premonitions. I could tell people's futures and stop crimes before they even happen. That would be so cool.
I thought it was a sin to think about that kind of stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to go to hell. How would I even say that in confession?
You know, you don't need to confess everything, right? Besides, it's just ghosts, and it's not my fault if they come to me.
If it wasn't a sin,
Don't you think there'd be more of Ghost Jesus in our religion books? Satan is trying to get into our brains. And if you ask me, dead grandmas are ripe for demonic possession. It sounds like something you should discuss with Father Clemens in confession.
It's not a sin. Look under the 10 Commandments and find me the offense that says thou shalt not talk to your dead grandmother.
Our Father,
What are you doing?
getting a head start on my penance.
Oh, stop it. And I'll show you what I got for my birthday.
What the heck is that?
It's a Ouija board. My grandma calls it Fruska.
What do you do with it?
It's like fortune telling with cards, only it points to letters and spells out the answers. My grandmom's family were gypsies. My mom tells me not to believe any of it, but the stories my grandmother told were filled with gypsy fortune tellers and spirits. You name it, she had a story for it.
Like cannibalism?
No cannibalism.
How about shrunken heads?
None of that either.
Ritualistic sacrifice?
I think you're thinking about something entirely different. How about this? We'll leave the ghosts and demons and spirits out of it. This thing doesn't seem to come with any instructions, so we'll just make it up as we go along. I got Patty to try it out with me. She didn't want to, but I reminded her it was my birthday, so if she didn't, I would put the birthday curse on her.
What birthday curse?
A great way to get your sister to do whatever you want on your birthday. So we put our hands on the oracle, that plastic thing there. Patty, get out here and help us with this. It's still kind of my birthday. Who will win the basketball game tonight? IRONMIKES. Iron Mikes. What's the score? 5, 6, 4, 6. 56 to 46. We started out just asking for basketball scores, innocently enough, but to our surprise, they were pretty spot on for the most part. The Ouija board became in high demand. I was actually being talked to in school like a real person. So, curiosity got the better of me one day, and I asked the Ouija board who he or she was. Who are you? H-E-W. Hugh. That's an unusual name. Where are you from? A-N-O-T-H-E-R-P-L-A-N-E-T. Another planet. Are you from Mars? Yes. I continued my correspondence with Hugh for most of the summer. It was fun and enlightening. My friends asked for the phone numbers of cool guys, the results of which were hilarious. This book stinks. Great Expectations was bad. Deep Copperfield was really a drag. I read this one book about Abraham Lincoln's wife and how she held seances in the White House trying to contact her dead son. I want to do something like that. Gina, pay attention.
What?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That reading is torture, and this is how God punishes us for original sin?
No. We should use the Ouija board to hold a seance for Charles Dickens. Maybe we can get him to explain why he wrote this garbage. If this thing can contact aliens and tell the future, dead people should be a piece of cake.
That sounds like a bad idea. I have to go to confession tomorrow, and Father Clemens can always tell when I'm holding back some juicy stuff, like opening a portal to hell. That's it. I'm out of here.
Please, Patty, it works best with you. You're the very best Ouija board partner ever. What's in it for me? I'll help you with that dumb Egyptian project. Okay, but you better help a lot. Mr. Dickens? Charles Dickens? Are you there? Would you be willing to tell us about your writing? G-O-T-O-H E L L. Go to hell. Wow. Charles Dickens is a real jerk. It's not him, Patty. Who are you? T H E D E V I L. Ted Evil? That's the biggest name I ever. The devil, Patty. He said the devil.
Wait, Charles Dickens is the devil?
Hugh, are you there? I miss you. Can we just wait a while longer? Maybe it takes a while longer to reconnect again.
Yeah, but not too long. I want to watch TV.
Is this Hugh?
Gone.
Where did he go? Come on, where did he go and who are you?
I am.
I am what? I am who? Who is there?
I am.
Okay, I am. Can we talk?
Of course.
Can I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Come on, this is getting freaky. I'm hungry. You get to the table and do the dishes, I played your dumb game, and knock off the voice.
Huh? Come on. I want to communicate with my buddy Hugh. Something changed. It's like a broken circuit that needs repair. I just need to understand who's at the other end.
Well, so far you've had your buddy Hugh and the devil, or that Copperfield guy.
I don't believe any of that anymore, Patty. What is I am? Who is it? Are you from another planet or what?
I am is here.
Please stay and tell me more.
I am who I am.
I don't know about you, but I am giving up on this thing.
We should test this thing out at the cemetery.
Which one? Trent is like Cemetery City.
Well, there's St. John's, Holy Cross. My family's at St. Stanislaus and St. Mary's Cemetery.
Please stop.
And St. Basil's, and of course there's Riverview. But we could never hold a seance at Riverview because it's too close to Duck Island, the make-up capital of Trenton. I don't think making out attracts apparitions. I'm thinking maybe St. John's. It's closer and I don't know anyone there. What do you think?
This Ouija stuff is getting too weird. Let's try something else, like in that shop next to the theater. They got all kinds of stuff, like tarot cards and occult stuff. I already confessed to Father Clemens that I looked in the window of an adult bookstore. I'm pretty sure he thought I meant porn, but even porn is more acceptable than the occult. I'd still be saying Hail Marys by holding the truth, but Fuji's ancient fortune telling sticks. That was promising and safer than Ouija. What do you think? Should we try it out? Fine. I'm out of here. She's all yours.
Hey, listen to this. Hugh means to adhere, to conform. But as a verb, it means to chop away at, particularly with a pickaxe.
Well, that takes care of you. Try a Bible and a study guide.
I am, in context and interpretation. For context, it is in the Bible's description of the encounter with the burning bush. Exodus 3:14. Moses asks what he is to say to the Israelites when they ask why God has sent him to them. And Yahweh replies, I am who I am, adding, say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you. I am. We are listening. Are you there?
Namaste.
How are you?
What are you doing here?
Why don't you answer my question?
Why don't you answer mine?
What was your question?
What are you doing here?
Do you know why I'm here?
Do you know why I'm here?
Why are we only speaking in questions?
Why can't we stop?
You can't stop either?
Can you?
No, I can't.
Was that a real question?
Did it sound like one?
Are you as confused and scared as I am?
Where are we gonna stop?
How we stop asking questions?
Where will we stop asking questions?
When will we stop asking questions?
What will we stop asking questions?
Is that a real question?
Who will we stop asking questions?
Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Is it them?
Are they making us do this?
Is it they or them?
How should I know?
When will this end?
I don't know.
You said a statement, no question.
So did you.
Why are we whispering?
Oh, are you asking questions again?
No. But I think now we can only whisper.
Try raising your voice.
I can't. This is as loud as I can go.
Me too. I hate whispering.
Ditto.
I'm so angry right now.
You don't sound angry.
I'm aware.
At least it's not bad as only asking questions.
Yeah, I suppose it can't get any worse.
Why are you shouting?
I don't know.
You jinxed us.
You started it.
Are you mad at me or is just the shouting?
I can't tell. I'm so confused right now.
Samesies.
Oh.
Why are you dancing?
I don't know, but I can't stop.
If we stopped asking questions.
Yes. No more shouting.
So we can't control our voices or our bodies.
Oh, you think?
It wasn't you going back to question mode, was it?
No.
We have to find out who's doing this to us.
Oh, yeah. Better now.
Maybe this is just a dream.
Maybe yours and mine.
Maybe you're just a figment of my imagination.
Maybe you're the thing.
Hey! We stopped dancing.
Huh. No more questions.
No shouting, except out of excitement or anger.
And no more stupid whispering.
Maybe this is over.
I'm not sticking around to find out.
We're normal again!
This is fantastic.
Why are you saying it like that?
Why are you moving like that?
Oh, no. We're in slow motion. Now I'm never getting out of here. This is truly worse.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
That's because you're the worst.
Oh, come on. Try to enjoy it. Slow motion high five. Hey, that
You're
really hurt.
This is pretty.
You're a jerk.
You're wrong. I'm hilarious.
Now we can only sing.
Every time I think I hit bottom, it keeps getting worse.
We've gotta get to the bottom of this.
We're alive right in some ridiculous experiment.
Locked inside a lab in the bottom floor of the Pentagon.
Have you noticed you're saying bottom a lot too?
I don't think that's part of it. I just think it's fun to sing. Bottom! Bottom!
Bottom! Hey, we stopped singing.
Oh man.
But I'm out of here before anything else happens.
Oh no, we're a chicken!
No! So are you! Fuck you!
Hey, there's no need for that sort of language.
What is going on? Go!
Maybe we're in purgatory.
Maybe we're characters in a play or a show. Go!
Maybe we're robots.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Question mode, whisper mode, sing mode, and chicken mode.
This is the highest number of diagnostics we've been able to run this model through at any time before there was any semblance. It thought it was a robot. Now, it's a very advanced model. And I know that there is absolutely no chance that it will ever gain sentience
And that was scientist mode. Show of hands. How many of you truly believed I was the robot? How many of you think we're both robots? How many are confused and angry? That's what I thought. Today, we have proven that not only can we run this model through a number of increasingly ridiculous diagnostic tests without it ever suspecting it's a robot, we can make it believe that it is the human in control of another robot. Humans controlling robots, controlling robots. It's a brave new world. What does it all mean? I'm not sure. But what we can tell you for certain is no matter how advanced this model gets, it will never.
I think that apples are a wonderful sleeping companion.
Fruit I prefer, rolled up.
But what would the cat say?
Nothing, because she has a frog in her throat.
Nice to meet you.
So we are here.
Did you get the joke?
What are you talking about?
The cat with the frog in his throat. It's a joke. I thought it would help ease the tension.
Oh, yes. Very hilarious. I'm laughing hysterically on the inside.
I am mostly unarmed.
As am I, as per the agreement.
Did you bring package number 1?
And did you bring package 2?
I did.
I am a bit disappointed.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't given nearly enough time.
What kind of operation is your agency running? More was expected.
I said I'm sorry. But regardless, an exchange agreement was made.
Yes. I even gift wrapped it myself, as you were supposed to.
As did I.
In brown paper.
I wanted it to fit in, blend in.
You've never done this type of exchange before?
No, this was my first Secret Santa. I admit I find all of this very strange.
I agree. After all, we are both agents of governments that do not trust each other in the least. I do not know why I should purchase something for some funds that I do not like.
Oh, come on, you don't even know me. I could be a great guy. Besides, our bosses think that this is like treaty for the holidays.
I have read all of your file. You are no saint.
And neither are you. But this is part of the work that we do, this whole license to kill.
In my country, we need no license. I simply do what I need to without question.
Oh, come on. You must have a supervisor. Somebody that reviews your work, a person who hands out your assignments.
Yes, of course. We are a very complex organization.
I picked a name out of a hat.
But
A hat with all the names of our office Secret Santa. And I picked enemy spy number 627.
lucky me.
You weren't the first name I picked.
Really?
No, the first name I picked was Larry in accounting. Yeah, but I put it back because Larry is really, really hard to shop for.
Tell me more of this Larry.
Oh, you almost got me there. You know I can't tell you any more about Larry, and if I did, I'd have to kill you.
You could try, comrade.
Oh, calm down. I'm just joking.
I don't understand you Americans. You always want to be taken seriously, yet you're always making the jokes.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
The lighting seems fine to me. Would you like to borrow my flashlight?
Why does it look like a gun?
Oh, yes, Soviet humor. Flashlights that looks like deadly weapon. It was a gift.
From another agent.
No, my mother. It came with her Putin calendar.
Yeah, we have one of those for the office.
Tell me more of this office.
Now, you know I can't do that. All right, let's see what you got me. It's ticking.
Yes, of course it is, and please don't shake it. It is a clock. I heard that you like to collect clocks.
I do, but how did you know?
I read your file.
Of course you did.
What did you get me? We had an agreement that no hostile actions would be taken.
What are you talking about?
You bought me a fruitcake.
Calm down. All right? It's not a fruitcake. Happens to be a box of chocolates, a very, very expensive box of chocolates from Rausch Schokoladenhaus in Berlin.
It is favorite.
I did my reading also. I hope that you enjoy them.
Oh yes, I'm sure that I will. I have not had a Rausch since. Can I tell you a funny story? Spy to spy.
I'm all ears.
You are not. Oh, it is slang. Anyway, I've been doing this a very long time.
So have I.
The first time I was in Berlin, there was still a ball.
I remember it well.
So you were there?
Unofficially.
Yes, of course, as all this talk is. So you must have heard of Eve.
Eve. Oh, we used to call her Edna. One of the most brilliant double agents of the Cold War.
She was terribly efficient and effective.
It was amazing how she fooled everyone.
We knew very early on, but chose to let it continue.
Did you ever meet her?
I had reason to on the most regular basis.
At Rausch.
How did you know?
Just a lucky guess. The woman did love her chocolates.
Oh, she did. And yet it never put a single gram on her.
No, it didn't. She was absolutely perfect.
And a very generous lover.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me?
Her and I were secretly engaged for over a year.
So are we.
From fen to fen!
From October 1980 until January 1981.
That cannot be because we
I
were.
guess she really was a double agent.
Just when you think you know someone.
It's a sad day when you realize you can't trust a trained killer.
It certainly is. Oh, my sweetie.
Oh, my dear Edna. So did your people take care of her?
No, we thought that someone from your agency did.
We were supposed to, but at the last minute she disappeared.
We also. But it was almost as if someone.
Let her go? I hope that she's okay.
So do I.
Honestly?
Yes, one trained killer to another, off the record.
So, I imagine you do mostly office work now?
I am not an office rat. I am, or at least I was, very good as a covert operative. I spent most of years in the field.
So did I. Maybe we met somewhere before.
I doubt it. I've worked in some very unstable situations. You, I suspected most of your work at dinner parties.
I was in Turkey during the midnight bombings and spent 5 days in the basement without food or water.
I was in Turkey also, but I was undercover.
Big deal. I was dressed as a woman with long black flowing hair who made her money trapping and selling scorpions.
What basement were you trapped in?
It's in the capital city. It was just me and a street vendor with brass teeth.
I don't believe you.
It's true. His name was Artipost, I think. Spoke with a lisp. He was a short, chubby fellow.
So, how did you stay warm at night?
We slept in each other's arms until we were rescued.
Hendrik. Your name was Hendrik.
It was, but there's no way that any of that was in my file.
It wasn't. I was Arda Pope.
Oh my god, you look so different!
So do you.
I dyed my hair!
I was wearing fake teeth that made me lisp.
I'm sorry I called you chubby.
Too much chocolate.
Edna would have found this very funny.
I guess we have much in common.
We spent our lives amongst the shadows
For many years.
for many friends.
Have you ever considered, perhaps, coming over to my side as a ball?
Now, just because I spent a couple nights with you dressed as a woman, and we shared the same fiancé, you assume that I want to...
I had to ask. It is in the handbook.
How would you like to come over to my side of the wall? We've got 3 microwaves in the break room, and your first accidental security breach is free.
You called me chubby.
I said I was sorry.
No, I am happy with my present position and with my current internet provider.
Manager.
I guess that I did. I will be retiring soon.
So will I in about... I've got to go do something I can't tell you about.
I too must do things of which I cannot disclose.
You may not want to eat those chocolates. They might leave you feeling very cold.
And you may want to take your clocks up to a very deserted area sometime before December 25th.
Merry Christmas.
Until we meet again, my friend.
Well, where were you?
How?
Out where?
Outside?
At Pierce's house, honey, like we told you. I left you the number.
I know. They said you left 45 minutes ago. Does it take 45 minutes to get across town?
There was, traffic.
You know I have to get up early tomorrow.
It's Sunday.
Do you have any idea what time it is? You're supposed to help me practice my parallel parking before the game, remember?
Someone will do it another day.
That's what you said last week.
You didn't have to wait up for us. We can take care of ourselves.
What, you think when you're out late I can go to sleep just like that? Your son and I were worried about you. Todd, you're home. Finally.
About damn time! We crack some skulls!
No need for that. So, what were you doing until 4 in the morning?
Nothing.
Nothing? You can do nothing around here.
The Sullivans were there too, you know, Jimmy's parents. And the Kings.
Yeah, they left way earlier than we did.
We're not interested in anyone else's parents. Are we, Todd?
Try to imagine how little I care. What's the problem? It's just a few friends talking, eating.
Drinking?
No.
Smoking?
No. We haven't done that since, before you were born.
Oh,
Which?
family reunion on your Aunt
Edna told everyone she was getting a sex change operation in the middle of dishing out the children.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And what was going on in the driveway just now?
The driveway?
Oh, that was a post-drive inspection. Yep, vehicle inspection. You see, Tess, it's always best after a trip to walk around. What were you doing? Watching through your bedroom window?
You woke me up. The screeching tires, the occasional horn. You parents and your damn rock and roll music. And Dad, pour some sugar on me? Really? Look, we don't work hard in school all day just to be stirred awake in the middle of the night by some thrill-seeking adults looking to fog up car windows without any concern for how that might look to the neighbors. It's traumatic enough having the room right next to yours. I'm pretty sure I know exactly when Todd was conceived. Todd!
Don't shake your head like there's nothing in it!
Look, there's no need to have a cow.
Yes, and you don't need to yell at us either.
I'm not yelling at you. We're helping you here.
It's like this, Tess. We're like birds, okay, honey? We want to fly, be free. And you. You're always trying to hold us down, trap us. Why do you want to clip our wings? Why can't you just let us be?
Not until you tell us why.
Why? Why what?
You're good parents. There must be some reason for acting out like this.
You wouldn't understand.
We might. We're not angry. Or entirely awake. We just want to know what's going on.
It's not one thing, really. We're just constantly stressed and overwhelmed, and
Hungry.
it was just easier when you were little.
Oh, not really. Remember when I went to change Todd's diaper and I didn't want to wake him up? So I didn't put the light on, I did it in the dark, I ended up diapering his head.
Different. It was just different when you both were little. Our lives had more structure. We knew what we had to do when we got home from work. You needed us more then. But now you're both so grown up, self-reliant, you have your own lives, you're becoming adults, and that's great. And we're so proud, but I guess we're just looking to connect to something again, and we don't know how to go about it.
Yeah, with all this free time on our hands, we're just not sure what to do with it. Not really sure who we are. I hate to admit it, but we might be feeling our age a little.
Which would explain the late nights, the driveway karaoke.
Midnight bowling.
And how did all of that work out?
It was fun for a few hours,
A lot of fun.
which is important.
But knowing that we worried you,
Kind of takes the shine off the evening a little bit.
and so does the headache.
Well, it sounds like the two of you had quite a night. And I think we understand. Don't we, Todd?
Thanks for listening.
Anytime.
So, can we go now?
We're awfully tired.
Of course. There is the matter of what to do next.
Oh.
But I'm sure we can come to a quick and easy agreement about that.
What? You mean like a punishment?
What are you doing? Grounding us?
Grounding. Yes, but not the way you mean. Think of it as getting you back to the roots of who you are, who you're supposed to be. So, here's what we're thinking moving forward. First, we're going to do something together. As a family. A movie, a picnic, a ball game. You will pay, you will converse with us. Heads up, devices down. Second, you will complete your obligatory chores. Joyfully. Pay bills, grocery shopping, parent-teacher conferences, and no procrastinating about it. I need a snack, I have to pee, I got a leg cramp. Third, homework always comes before play. So Dad, grade those papers. And Mom, Walk, fight, shoot hoops. Use that treadmill you bought 3 years ago when Sears closed down and the guys are getting back to your honeymoon weight.
Anything else?
Unfortunately, yes. And this will be the hardest part. No devices, no screens, no friends, no plans. Not until you prove you're responsible again.
But I need my laptop to track all the grades for class.
And I send all my emails from my phone, so.
You two have more excuses than Carter has liver pills. What? I don't know. He always said it to us.
So did Grandpa. But I didn't understand it either.
That's fine. You can use those things for work, but for work only. And before you think I wouldn't know the difference, I installed an app on all your devices, allowing me to check websites visited, ingoing, outgoing phone numbers, duration of calls, even switch off the devices if necessary.
Oh, yeah. Encourage her to study computer security.
So what are we supposed to do with the rest of our nights?
Read books. One more thing. Let me have your phones.
Do what you're told, or I'll make you walk down to the river until your hat pulls.
I swear that's punishment enough.
What did you just do?
Now we know where you are. 24/7.
Wait, so you're tracking us now? You've got to be kidding. That's a violation of our privacy.
You can't do this!
That's funny because I just did.
John, this is so unfair.
Fair? You want fair? Fair is where you go to take the cows and hogs and get blue ribbons.
Kids, you don't understand. It's the hours, the stress, the work. It's just one thing after another, and all you do is go to school. You have it so easy.
Yeah, if I could, I'd go back in a heartbeat.
Please.
Tess.
You don't have to do this. We can be good.
Yeah. We promise.
I thought we were friends.
But we're not. My friends are 16. Yours are old. Sorry, Dad. Eye opener, I know. But we don't need you to be our friends. We need you to be our parents. Right, Todd?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Some of us more than others, apparently.
Anything else?
I want the two of you to go upstairs and think about what you've done. Calmly and quietly. Is that understood?
Yes.
Thank you.
We love you guys.
Good night. Told ya.
You're right. That was a thing of beauty, sis.
They didn't suspect a thing. Now, come out with me in the basement from the party before they get wise. Todd? Todd! I have to do everything myself.
Well, it's not just us. The whole block is out. Some of the neighbors are outside milling about and, ooh, Steve, I like you, but I don't like it like that.
Very funny.
Running the bath, too?
Shut up. I broke my toe on the end table. Couldn't see shit. And it's the candles. You know, this one happened 2 weeks ago. I would have been fine. I knew everything was.
Well, it's your idea to rearrange the furniture.
I know. I used to be able to find my way around in the dark like I was a cross between Helen Keller and a ninja. But now.
Well, that was an odd comparison.
I could find anything around here. You know, it's true. Even things we thought we'd lost. Keys, old movie stubs.
Did you find my virginity? Haven't been able to find that in years.
Lacey Tompkins, right?
Her sister, Brandy.
Please don't.
Alexa.
Artie.
Alexa.
Artie.
And Alexa.
There's no power!
The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Yeah, not so much.
Why not?
You kidding? I couldn't date that girl. She's one of those girls that said au contraire all the time. Well, you stay with someone like that. What's wrong with food?
I'm not letting all this food go bad. That's just wasteful. My mother taught me that.
And the beer?
Because it's Wednesday. Can't get anything on my phone. You don't think,
What?
well, what if this is, you know, the end of the world?
Well, it better not be. I got 3 more Star Wars films I gotta see. At least. Mother Nature better not fuck with that. Wait, serious? End of the world. It's a bit dramatic, don't you think? How was the blown transformer or something?
There wasn't a storm, and I didn't hear any sirens, did you? So it couldn't have been an accident.
Well, whatever it was, I'm sure the power will be back on soon, right? No need to panic.
You ever think about it?
What?
You know.
Oh, you mean dying?
Don't say it out loud. What's the matter with you?
You think saying the word dying is gonna make it happen?
Remember Mr. Wilkerson ran the corner store just down the street from a Chris X barber shop? I heard he was talking about an article he read in the newspaper, in a magazine, outlining the likelihood of getting struck by lightning. And then, he was gone.
Maybe it was Thanos. Is this because of what happened last month? Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with talking about death every once in a while, right? I mean, it's a good thing. It helps demystify it a bit, you know? It's just, I'd rather not talk about it all night if it's all the same to you.
You don't think about it? I think about it. Think about it a lot.
I know, maybe we play a game or something, huh? Take your mind off things?
What will it feel like? We'll be there when it happens.
I guess it can't be anything too involved, you know, in case we actually do. That leaves out Monopoly. Or Risk.
Will I head straight to my final destination? You're forced to walk the earth, trying to resolve some unfinished business.
You know, if you come back to haunt me, I will kick your ethereal ass.
What will my last words be? Will be profound? Something more mysterious, dissected for deep meaning by friends and family for generations.
Did she say anything before? You know, I read somewhere that Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, the actor?
Pretty cool, huh?
It's not
him? I mean, Russell was just a kid when Disney died. I mean, years away from making all those family pictures like The Barefoot Executive or The Strongest Man in the World. I mean, all the people Disney knew, he could have name dropped just about anybody. But no, one of the preeminent creative geniuses of the last century. Before he checks out, he name drops one of the best actors ever. You don't find that intriguing?
Kurt Russell isn't one of the best actors ever.
What did you say?
Kurt Russell. He's overrated.
Hello? Big trouble in Little China. Done. End of discussion. Consider yourself rustled.
I can name 100 actors better than Kurt Russell without even thinking.
100? Me crazy?
Well, if all we're doing is killing time.
All right. Here. I'll bet you $50 you can't name 100 actors better than Kurt Russell.
Well, are there any stupid rules, like they all have to be Polish or born in 1945 or something random like that?
No tricks, no rules. 100 actors, living or dead.
No problem. 1. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Whoa, stop. Seriously, you're starting off with him? Now you're just embarrassing yourself. Look, I want to win this bet fair and square, okay? So, do me a favor, take your time, think it through, and I'll give you till tomorrow to come up with an actual list.
Tomorrow.
Look, buddy, I'm sure the power will be back on soon, alright? Look, isn't there anything else we can play? You know, something short and fun and hope we take your mind off of things?
Hangman?
Okay. Oh, I know. Where's that book we got with all those moral dilemmas and the quirky questions? There we go. All right, let me find a good one for you. All right, there you go. Ready? In 15 seconds, tell your life story using 10 words or less. All right? And go. That's 4.
Shut up! I was the bassist in a Hootie cover band.
Time. Wow, that's gonna be for one lousy autobiography.
Damn it!
Relax, we're just fucking around.
No, it's just... I realized I haven't really done anything. Nothing interesting. My whole life, it's... big fat zero.
Come on, Steve, don't say that. That's not true. Look, you traveled the country after college. You were in that Model UN in high school. You got that Dragon Ball Z tattoo on your ass, man. And that's way more than a lot of people got.
You ever make a bucket list?
Really sapping my strength, man.
I like to snorkel at the Great Barrier Reef, learn a new language, climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh, you know what? That would be on mine. Right next to hit a working jetpack. No, wait, I misspoke. Third. Second would be start my own 50s doo-wop group. Then the working jet. No, wait.
Artie, I'm talking about doing something important. Something to prevent my life from being one giant abyss. I'm thinking about putting my name on one of those organ donor lists, you know? What do you think? Heart? Kidney? Liver? My eyes. I get a lot of compliments on my eyes.
I'll tell you what you should do. You should donate your brain to science. Yeah, seriously. Do it today. 1-800-CARCASS.
Still nothing.
Would you hit your best friend with a car for $5 million? Right now I'd settle for $1.50.
I can't believe you don't think about it.
I'm sorry, I don't. I mean, the way I figure it, we all gotta go sometime, right? We have no control over it, so why waste time dwelling on it? All right. You wanna know the truth? Yes, I think about it, okay? Think about it a lot. There, I admit it.
Really?
Yes. And if I go before you do, there's a couple of things you gotta promise to do for me.
I know. The shoebox in the back of the closet. Don't worry, I'll destroy everything. No one will know.
Whoa, no, I totally forgot about that, but yes, thank you. No, it's my funeral. I have a few requests.
Don't gross me out.
I'm serious.
Shouldn't you tell your family?
Hell no. Oh no. If I let my family handle it, it'd be a freak show. My mom will want to have me buried in those salmon-colored corduroy pants she got me for my 18th birthday. Which she thinks would still fit me, by the way, and for some reason she still has. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing those pants. So to speak. And my sister? Now, she'll want to give my eulogy because she thinks that working the deli counter at Acme qualifies as public speaking experience. So, you gotta take control, dude.
Might not be up to me.
Alright, first of all, no coffins. They creep me out.
Cremation then. Got it.
Oh, but first, I want to be standing upright at my wake.
This is you thinking seriously about death?
I don't want people kneeling beside me or looming over me, criticizing the way I look. That's depressing. I want their last remembrance of me to be something more normal, more human, you know? Have them say goodbye to me like they would in real life. Face to face. Look me in the eyes. Alright, maybe I'll wear sunglasses. And before you start saying it's a no-go, I already checked online. I found this guy that can do a special embalming treatment to keep a body upright for at least 24 hours.
Well, thank God for the internet.
Oh, no. And this last part, very important, okay? Non-negotiable. I want Emmylou Harris to sing at my service.
What?
Emmylou Harris, the country singer?
Yeah, I know who she is.
She has the voice of an angel. I think she could really lend the occasion some dignity.
Sure, but I don't know.
Now she can sing whatever she wants, but I would love it if it were Bang the Drum Slowly. Meant to ask you how you lived, what you believed. Nothing but your heart up your sleeve. And if you ever really were deceived by the likes of me, bang the drum slowly, play the pipe lowly. To dust be returning, from dust we begin. Bang the drum slowly. I'll speak of things holy, above and below me. World without end. Wait, are you crying? Damn it, Steve, go cry in the bathroom like a real man.
Sorry.
Pull yourself together. If this is the end of the world, I am not cashing in my chips with you acting like this. It's embarrassing.
Shut up! Pass me the pretzels.
You know it wasn't your fault, right? What happened?
Huh? I'm fine.
Good. Good. Then your turn.
My turn? My turn for what?
Finding your way in the dark, killing time, the abyss. All night you've been sprinkling in this bleak language over everything you say, even when you weren't talking about death.
So?
So, how we deal with death says an awful lot about how we deal with life. And you're obviously not.
Not what?
Dealing with it.
Yes, I am. I grieved. I said goodbye. I went back to work.
And you still haven't talked about what happened to anyone.
What, you mean now?
If not the end of the world, then when? Besides, it might help to shed some light on some things.
course, about seeing her again. Not surprising. You know, after everything we went through, how it all ended. We hadn't spoken in months. Frankly, I was floored that she even asked for me to come to the hospital. And to be fair, her family warned me. You know, that this was it. Last time I'd see her, talk to her. Still, I wasn't prepared. I mean, how do you act? What do you say? Something weird getting dressed that morning. I mean, what clothes do you pick out when you know it's the last time you're ever going to see someone again? Anyway, I finally go into her room. She was so weak. Now, I steel myself against any kind of emotion, because I honestly don't know if she's about to unleash some deathbed confession or unload on me for all the shitty things I've done or said to her over the years. So I'm ready. I'm resolved. I'm not going to let anything bother me, and I'm certainly not about to show it if something does. I mean, I am just the most expressionless Lego headpiece ever created. So it's quiet a real long time. And then she opens her eyes and follows me by the side of the bed. She reaches out her impossibly thin index finger. One she'd use to flick away the peas in her plate when I try to get her to eat more vegetables. She goes, so I lean in, thinking, this is it. These are the last words this person will ever say to me in this lifetime. Mind is racing, chest is pounding, everything's moving in slow motion. And all the other noises in the room drop out like someone was running them from the soundboard behind a glass. Machines, the hospital PA, the voices of her family, her own breathing, mine, all gone. And she says them. You never loved me. Nope.
How could you?
No. Is this your first time? What the fuck? 10 seconds later, she was gone. I look around the room. Anyone else heard that? No, they're all sobbing into each other's shoulders, understandably. So I'm left to process this final missive, this last parting blow. I don't know what to make of it. Is this your first time? What the hell does that mean? Until I go to leave, and her brother gives me this great big bear hug and tells me that she never got over me. She never ended it. It's the biggest mistake of her life, yada, yada, yada. And then the weeks leading up to the end, she was always remembering when we first met and started dating. It somehow gave her comfort. And I am blown away. Blown, Artie. I thought she hated me. Like, physically hated me. When we were still together, I considered hiring someone to taste my food when she'd cook. Now this. I guess you never know. So on the drive home, I'm replaying every moment, every conversation we ever had, looking for a sign, something. Time is so precious. People, too. And love. So I started second-guessing everything, you know? I mean, what's it all for? Was it me? Did I miss something? Should we have stayed together? Would I have been happier?
Would you?
Hell no! She was 8 kinds of crazy. I was definitely better off without her.
Oh, hey! Thank the good Lord above, huh? Lord might be back on. All that worrying for what? Nothing.
Not nothing. Not nothing. You're right, Artie. I did need to talk about it. Perspective. I don't want to take anything for granted anymore. I'm going to climb that mountain, explore that reef. So much time wasted. So many questions, no answers. No more. I'm going to find out. What's the meaning of life? Is there anybody out there? What's the secret to happiness? Did Tony Soprano die? What about you?
You know, I'd sure sleep a lot better at night if someone could just explain to me why so many things taste like chicken.
Here's to finding answers unanswered. Future is ours.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Seriously, we're just going back on!
Matt Damon. Matt Damon, he's a better actor than Kurt Russell.
Oh, fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah!
Matt Damon! Yeah!
Oh,